What's up, my Ninja Warriors? This is the Good Ninja Warrior 21 here, bringing you guys a Pokemon Sun and Moon OU replay versus Balasar. Now, this is for the DPL, aka the Draco Premier League, which it's just like SPL, where it's like you get drafted onto different teams with different players on them, and like each week there's a certain amount of players who play a specific tier. For example, you have like four Sun Moon OU slots, and I think like 2 DPP slots or something like that. 1 ORAS slot. So like they're basically each week get drafted for a certain amount of points onto like different teams, and it's like whoever has the most people on their team ends up winning the week. Try to have like the most solid team overall. You want your team to have the best record, and you want to have like be able to have a good individual record as well, sort of like team sports and stuff like that. Except that instead of sports, it's actually Pokemon in different tiers. And this week we are playing against probably the only team that can actually end up beating ours, because both of our teams are pretty solid. I think that my team and like the team that we were playing this week, probably the 2 best teams in the I was actually the last person to battle for my team, and we were currently 3-3. So this battle was pretty key. Like, this battle definitely mattered a lot, because if I end up losing, then that would suck, because then it's gonna be really hard for #1 seed, and then we're actually have to fight for the championships. But now, as long as we win the next three weeks, or do fairly well during the next 3 weeks, we should be able to guarantee that we get to the championships. So there's that. Anyways, looking at his team, he ends up bringing standard NGNP webs, which is good, because I need to know all the sets. Let me just load the music real quick. I'm gonna load the music. And yeah, so because this is NJNP webs. It's actually an older version of it. I'm pretty sure he made like a newer version with Tapu Koko and in like the Good Saturdays chat or whatever. It's like a chat in Discord that NJNP has. But I mean, this is good because unless we changed up the sets, I know literally all of his sets. Now here I expect Smeargle, so I actually lead off with Finny, as he actually ends up leading off with Celesteela, which kind of caught me off guard, because since I have no fake out mons, I felt like he wouldn't fear much from leading Smeargle. Although I guess he figured that I would lead Finny anyways, and I could just literally Moonblast into Defog anyways, and that would just be a waste. I mean, yeah, so here I go hard Charizard. I have to go hard Charizard, because if he autotomizes, gets the Beast Boost, and then Supersonic Sky Strikes my Zard Y, I can actually lose. I'm pretty sure I don't die to Supersonic Sky Strike. Let me calc this real quick. Oh my god. Pokemon Showdown. Let me just do this real quick. Let me calc this real quick. Because Supersonic Sky Strike versus regular Charizard. Because even if he went straight for the Supersonic Sky Strike predicting Charizard, I don't think it really mattered. The only reason I say predicting Charizard would be just because of the fact that Charizard has less bulk before Mega Evolving. So you might want to try to have a higher chance of killing me before that. Although I don't even think that kills. Let's see. Or Charizard. How much regular Charizard? Regular Charizard, no bulk investment. Supersonic Sky Strike. Does that even kill? Okay, so the only way he could have killed me is if he got like absolute max. So unless if he got like an absolute max roll, because literally no roll other than an absolute max Supersonic Sky Strike roll could have killed me this turn. And if he went for the Supersonic Sky Strike, I can literally roost the following turn, and then basically guarantee that Celesteela is no longer the threat that it could have potentially been. And as long as I don't get flinched, I should be fine. Because like the only thing that I really fear would be either a super insane max roll, as he predicts me to switch into Charizard and goes right for the Supersonic Sky Strike, or like whatchamacallit, or him flinching me with Air Slash. So I go hard Charizard. He does go for the Autotomize, trying to win turn 1. Or not win turn 1, but trying to like probably do as much damage to my team so he can move with Pinsir under webs, which I guess makes sense. As I stay in Mega Evolve, just go right for the Fire Blast. Fortunately, does not flinch me. I'm able to get rid of Celesteela, which is huge. That makes things a lot easier for Garchomp and Lando. There's one less mon that can threaten Ferrothorn. Now here he goes Smeargle, and I go for the Fire Blast. I actually end up missing as he gets up webs. Now here, the reason I Fire Blast is because I actually was a bit trigger happy with when I was making my move. So yeah, and I should have Solar Beam though because he was Sash anyways, and like Solar Beam is an easy 2-hit KO. And this way, I don't let him get up rocks. But since I ended up going for the Fire Blast instead of just Solar Beaming twice, he ends up getting rocks up for no reason, and it's gonna be really tough for him to defog. Now here I go Tapu Fini because I kind of forgot that it was the last turn of Misty Terrain. Because I figured, okay, I can just defog the following turn because Misty Terrain's still gonna be up. But then the Misty Terrain was actually gone. So I could have actually gone Feral Thorn that turn, but it's okay because I can still go Feral Thorn this turn. Although it is a bit annoying that my Finny basically took rocks damage for literally no reason because I might end up mattering. But it's whatever. I mean, it's whatever, I guess. As I do end up going Feral Thorn, he makes a double on a Bisharp, maybe predicting me to go Feral Thorn so he can like SD. I'm not sure. If so, I guess that was a good play. I mean, as I go into my Feral Thorn, I go into Feral Thorn. I believe I just Leech Seed, right? Or no? Do I Leech Seed? Or no? I think I Leech Seed. No, I actually Gyro Ball. Or no, I Gyro Ball because no, the reason I Gyro Balled is because I wanted to put Bisharp in guaranteed KO range of my Greninja's HP Fire. Because since he is Adamant Bisharp, my Greninja can probably still outspeed Bisharp after Sticky Webs. And I wanted to guarantee that HP Fire can OHKO. Although, doesn't it OHKO anyways? No. Actually, it probably does. Nah, cause okay, Greninja versus Bisharp. Okay, yeah. Oh no, wait, never mind. Okay, never mind. So I shouldn't have Gyro Balled. Nah. I mean, what was the better play? Nah, actually no. I mean, Gyro Balling was fine. Gyro Balling was fine, cause I had no switch-ins regardless, and I wanted Lando T. I wanted Garchomp. Like I had no switch-ins. Gyro Balling was fine. Cause I mean, I still get damage on Bisharp, which is nice. I ended up knocking out the Smeargle. And the thing about Feral Thorn is that even if Feral Thorn gets really low, like Lander's there, he is, I believe he is Adamant Mimikyu, and I am Jolly Lando T max speed, so I can guaranteed outspeed his Mimikyu, and then Earthquake it twice, and then even if I don't end up killing Mimikyu with Landorus, then I have Scarf Chomp just chilling in the back, because Scarf Chomp is looking very scary to him. Although webs are up. As I do go for the Gyro Ball. Now here he goes into he goes into Pinsir as he goes right for the SD. As I go for the Gyro Ball, I actually end up getting a crit, which actually didn't end up mattering. Because even if I didn't crit him, Gyro Ball still would have been a 2-hit KO. And that's all that mattered. Because even though he is guaranteed in range of Rough Skin, now, or no, actually let me backtrack. Okay, so basically, so now we have +2 Pinsir versus Feral Thorn. Now the thing is, Pinsir is a huge threat to my team. It's a gigantic threat to my team. I cannot let it set up / win the game at all costs. And unless if he gets like a really high roll with Pinsir, Feral Thorn should be able to live the +2. Should have been able to have lived the +2 return. Even and then I could have still knocked him out with the following Gyro Ball. So yeah, he does go for the return. Fortunately, he does not get a good enough roll to knock me out, which would have mattered. Mattered if I hadn't gotten that crit though. So that's a bit unfortunate there. The fact that I did end up critting him. I probably could have won the game regardless. I mean, yeah. Actually, no, I probably lost if you got the roll. I didn't crit. But it's, I mean, this is Pokemon. It is the game we play. There is definitely hacks involved, and you have to be able to learn to deal with it. As I ended up getting up rocks, and the thing about rocks is that the rocks that I just got up don't end up really mattering. So even if I didn't crit him with Gyro Ball, like getting up rocks here wouldn't have really mattered, because even though I knew that Pinsir would die to Rough Skin no matter what, and then I could just get up rocks. The rocks were pretty irrelevant in the long run. Now here you go Zygarde. I go right for the Leech Seed because at this point Feral Thorn is setup fodder for Bisharp, and I don't need it for Mimikyu because it doesn't any hit from Mimikyu. And I have Lando T from plus Garchomp for Mimikyu anyways. So at this point, I'm feeling pretty comfortable about my position. All I have to do is make sure that I don't lose to Dual Dance Zygarde. And here I go for the Leech Seed because I want to be able to chip away at the Zygarde's health continually with the Leech Seed recovery. As he goes for the Coil, as I'm able to get up a Leech Seed. Now here I can't stay in because if I end up staying in, I'm just gonna let the Zygarde set up way too much. I can't let him get up multiple Coils / multiple Dragon Dances without being pressured offensively. Because if he gets up too many Coils / Dragon Dances, and I'm not able to pressure him offensively at all, which I can't do with Gyro Ball, then I probably won't be able to win this game, and I could potentially lose since I don't actually have any good resists for 1000 arrows, meaning that if I'm not careful around this Zygarde, I could actually potentially end up losing. Now here I go to hard Tapu Fini because I know that after Leftovers plus Leech Seed, I can take a plus 1000 arrows, and then after the Leftovers plus Leech Seed, even if he sets up like twice after the Fini switch, I can still live the 1000 arrows after that and 2 KO him with the Moonblast plus Leech Seed recovery. So here I do go into Tapu Fini. Again, as I said before, I can take a plus 1000 arrows, especially with the Leftovers plus Leech Seed, and because of the Leech Seed that I got off with my Ferrothorn, which ended up being really clutch. Yeah, because of the Leech Seed that I got off with the Ferrothorn, I'm able to recover enough health to where even if he Dragon Dances again, I can live the next 1000 arrows and then just knock him out with the Moonblast, which is exactly what happened. So I just knock him out there. So yeah, goodbye Zygarde. Hey. So yeah, I'm able to get rid of the Zygarde as he goes into Bisharp. Now here, I'm just gonna go for the Nature's Madness. I go right for the Nature's Madness, I believe, because basically, I mean, he goes for the Iron Head. I just go right for the Nature's Madness. I didn't want to go for the Moonblast because if I got the Spot Drop, then his attack was sharply raised. That would be kind of bad, and I didn't want him to SD and for me to then like raise his attack. As yeah, I actually end up living the Iron Head, which is pretty good because although even if I didn't get off that Nature's Madness damage, he was still in range of HP Fire anyways. Like I believe HP Fire is easily a guaranteed OHKO from full. So even if I didn't get off that Nature's Madness damage, he still would have guaranteed died to my Greninja's HP Fire. As here I can just sack Tapu Fini, since I don't need that Mon anymore, as now I can just go Greninja and just click HP Fire. Again, since Greninja is so fast, and since he's adamant Bisharp, I'm actually able to outspeed him and then knock him out with the HP Fire. As all he has left is that Mimikyu, which I know is adamant because I ended up I know the team. Like I was looking at the sets that NGNP ran on the team while I was playing this game, so that definitely ended up helping out a lot. It definitely made this game a lot easier. So yeah, as he actually ends up getting a crit with Shadow Claw, which doesn't really matter in the long run, because literally all I have to do is go into Landorus, click Earthquake, as I believe he just goes for the SD. Yep, as he ends up going for the SD, as he does not crit me with Shadow Sneak or like get a super high roll or somehow ended up outspeeding me or whatever, which would be impossible because I'm pretty sure he's adamant anyways, since that's what NGNP runs. And I can literally just knock him out with the Earthquake, and that's going to be the game. So yeah, we are able to win week 3 of the DPL 4-3. It was definitely a clutch win for my team. We definitely needed that win because we were up against a team that had Sari and Setters and some other good players on it. So it's good to win against them. Definitely. Yeah, it's definitely very nice because we were actually losing 2-3, and then Rampage actually ended up beating Setters, which is really good. I wasn't sure whether Rampage would win or not, but I'm really glad that he did end up winning, and I was able to win my match as well. So that was pretty clutch. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead, smash that like button, I will see you guys next time.